Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is I, the Umbreon Messiah. No, I am not dead. I have just had a really busy week. Like, busy to the point of excruciating pain. Oh, that was risky. Yeah, so, like I said, I've had a busy week. I had to go off to the States and watch my brother graduate from university. And piss off my parents. But that's what he always does, so I don't mind so much. And I'm tired and possibly sick, and my brain doesn't want to cooperate, so whatever. Anyway, we managed to make it through the maze while I was bitching. And here we meet the Princess Zelda, who is surprisingly ugly for a 10-year-old girl. I mean, it might have something to do with, the pixelated facial features or the pointy, long, geometrically impossible ears, but she's just not that attractive for a 10-year-old. And I don't mean that in the ugly, pedophilic way. I mean that as in, most 10-year-olds are cute. She's not. Anyway, I'm going to stop harping on this point before I get complaints and people start breaking down my door. As you'll notice, I'm kind of ignoring the text. That's because I've read this about 60 bajillion times. And bajillion is a word now. God, I'm turning this into a commentary thread. Followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. She knows it's a prophecy. I don't know, because she has reoccurring dreams. I just noticed that the proportions of Zelda's chest are a little disturbing. God, I hope that's mostly baggy clothing. God, don't smile like that at me! Wow, that's the first time someone new hasn't complained about that name. The secret of the sacred realm? Why are you just suddenly offering this? I'd say no, but then we are just going to get another case of but thou must, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, for crying out loud. Whereas the Oracle games were not Naruto, this game seems to be, because we have a flashback to this scene like 3 friggity times during this game. Now, I wish I could speed through this, but I can't, and I'm not going to because it's actually integral to the plot that you understand it. And obviously there's going to be someone in the audience who hasn't played this game because they either live under a rock or their parents beat them when they were children. I sympathize my parents beat me, but that made me a better person. Not that you'd be able to tell. Ah, yes, the Temple of Time. Good's answer to, why don't we just wish the Triforce away so that evil can never touch it? Nice framing with the flowers. You collect 3 spiritual stones. It is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Title drop! Yes, I understood the story, and I swear to God, if you'd repeat that whole thing if I said no, I'd probably claw out my eyes. I was spying through this window just now. Because apparently the Princess of Hyrule is skilled in subterfuge and spying. Oh yes, the dark cloud in her... Yes, I will look through the window. Stop giving me choices that I don't actually have. Oh, hey, look, it's the creepy green man from my nightmares. Really, he has green skin and fiery red hair, and she focuses on his eyes. Why can no one figure out that Ganondorf is evil? Oh god, he looked this way. Yes, he does. I'm just gonna spoil that right now. He does. You know, this is kind of funny in hindsight, because I've played The Wind Waker, and I really liked it. Oh god, Zelda, your facial features scare me. But yeah, knowing that the king didn't listen to her when she, told him, that's actually kind of funny in a depressing look back sort of way. After all of this, really, would I bother saying I don't believe you? I think that's starting to become my major gripe with this game, is it keeps giving you this false sense of you have a choice. But really, you have to answer yes to pretty much everything. And if you don't, the game refuses to let you go on. I know it's supposed to be an action RPG, but could you at least, let one or two of the choices so far matter? So this is Zelda's master plan, folks. Get the Triforce before Ganon does. If anyone else has already figured out what's wrong with this plan, feel free to speak up. Well, now that well, who's the tall, strapping, Huh. Do I know you? Wait, Impa? Aren't you supposed to be rather large? Oh no, wait, this is the Impa that I actually like. You serve a friggin' purpose. This would teach a melody to the... Wow, they're oddly specific. How would they know I have an ocarina to play this tune? There is a mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. What if I refuse to listen carefully? Well, it's not like I could get that high-pitched crap out of my... Yeah, ow, my ears, woman. How do you whistle like that, too? That doesn't make any sense. My C-stick is going to be the fucking death of me. Gotta be effing careful here. Ah, yes. Zelda's Lullaby. Ah! Now, you guys probably can't tell, but in order for you to actually hear the music, I have to turn my speakers up really loud. I don't know why my microphone suddenly stopped picking up this music. Maybe it's because the music's naturally quiet or something, but... Wow, that was loud. I can't help myself. This music is awesome. It's such a great take on the original Zelda. Well, it's not even the real original Zelda overworld theme, but it's such a nice change. I mean, you can't hate the Zelda theme, but this is just so much more adventurous. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. Yeah. Ninja Vanish! What the hell was with her arm? Who coils their arm like that before they throw things? Oh well. Anyway, we're going to take a slightly larger detour than that and head over to the Lon Lon Ranch, which, in case you hadn't noticed, is where the Marin and Terran XPs are. Now, we don't have a whole lot of time, so we're going to get inside, and that's probably going to be it for this video. But we have some mildly important things to accomplish while we're here. So, on that note, next video, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to accomplish everything that needs to be accomplished at Lon Lon Ranch, and then not actually going to head straight to Death Mountain either. You'll see when we get to that point. Anyway, I'm the Umbreon Messiah, folks. Stick around.